Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Aufar bin Muslim. My metric number is AI250246. I am from group 2. Today I will talk about introduction and case study about my project. Body mass index is measurement used to determine person and weight and height. It's commonly used in healthcare and research to classify individual underweight, normal weight or obesity. In this project, we use BMI data and BMI data such as age, gender, height and weight. This data set balance group of male and female from different age, and we use C or C++ programming to calculate this BMI to get the statistic analysis to calculate the mean of BMI. This aim of this project is to show how mathematics and programming can work together. So mathematics and programming have a relate. Okay. And then for this case study, this case study analyze BMI data from 100 people. So we collect data from 100 people to get this data. The data set equally into 4 group. Male age 10 to 19, and then above 20. Female 10 to 19 years old, and above 20 years old. C and C++ program were developed to store records, calculate BMI value, and determine the mean, mode, and median for BMI to different group. The purpose of this study is to demonstrate how statistic methods and programming technique can be applied together to help students get a experience use C++ to get a data.
Next is suitable concept of use. First, descriptive statistic. Mean BMI, compare BMI values, identify patterns in data. Second, inferential statistic. Regression analysis, examine relationship between age and BMI, support conclusions from data. And third, data visualization. Bar chart, visual comparison between groups, and easier interpretation of results.
Next is construction of the data. The data source for our project is 25 male aged 10 to 19 years and 25 male aged 20 years and above. Next is 25 male aged 10 to 19 years, and the last one is 25 male aged 20 years and above. There is 5 variables used in the data, which is age, gender, height, weight, and BMI. The data is organized systematically using C++ program, which is including age, gender, height, weight, and BMI. The technique such as loops and conditional statement we put in the coding to automate the calculation and classify the data accurately. These are the BMI construction formula, which is BMI equal weight in kg divided by height in cm. There is 4 category in BMI classification, which is underweight, normal weight, overweight, and obese. The data validating and cleaning. First, we ensure there is no missing value. And second, we check for unrealistic height or weight value. The third step, we confirm that BMI value fell within a reasonable height range. And the last one is we verify correct gender classification for balanced group comparison. The importance of data construction. First one is correct application of statistical formula. Next is reliable descriptive and inferential statistic. The third one is meaningful data visualization, and the last one is valid conclusion and recommendation.
Alright, so now is my part. After we finalize our research method, data validation and cleaning process, the next step is to translate our logic and workflow into executable programming code. This step turns our manual calculation and analyze rules into automatic, repeatable programs, making data processing faster, consistent, and least prone to human error. We use C programming language in this system because it is structured, efficient, and ideal for writing clear logic for mathematical calculation and data processing. Alright, we go to the next part. Here is our first program, Body Mass Index BMI Calculator. So, how it works? Firstly, it asks the user to input the weight in kilogram and height in centimeter. Second, convert the height from the centimeter to meters. Thirdly, calculates BMI using the standard formula such as BMI equal to weight divided by height in meter power of 2. And lastly, automatically classify the result into the category underweight, normal, or overweight or obese. Example, for the input we choose the 60 kilogram, and for the height is 160 cm. And for the result for the BMI is 23.44. And this result is category for normal weight. This code automates the health indicator calculation we plan in our research method. Alright, now I will talk about the mean and average calculation. Mean and average calculation program used to compute the average value from a set of numerical data, a fundamental step in descriptive statistics. First, how many data entries do you have? Accept all the input number one by one, and then sum all the value and divide by total count. Mean, sum of all value, total number of values. Output the final average result. So, what the benefit for this program? So, alright, this is the benefit. Instead of calculating manual, which is slow for large data set, this program instantly computes accurate averages, average to perfect for processing clean data and preparing it for analysis and visualization.
This session presents the findings from the BMI analysis. The dataset consisted of 100 individuals divided into 4 groups based on age and gender. After calculating the BMI values, we determined the mean BMI for each group. The results show that males aged 10 to 19 years had a mean BMI of 32.74, while males aged 20 years and above have a mean BMI of 25.75. For females, the mean BMI was 13.97 for the younger group and at 28.96 for the older group. Based on this finding, younger participants generally recorded higher BMI values compared to older participants. This suggests that age may have an observable influence on BMI within the dataset used in this study. This bar chart shows the mean BMI values for the 4 groups included in our studies. Based on the chart, males aged 10 to 19 years recorded the highest mean BMI value of 32.74, while males aged 20 years and above recorded the lowest value of 25.75. For female participants, the mean BMI was 13.97 for those aged 10 to 90 years and 28.96 for those aged 20 years and above. Overall, the chart shows that younger participants recorded higher average BMI values compared to older participants. This suggests that age may have an influence on BMI within the dataset used in this study. The chart also makes it easier to compare the BMI value between different age and gender groups. For inferential statistics, a simple regression analysis was conducted to examine the relationship between age and BMI. In this analysis, age was treated as the independent variable, while BMI was the dependent variable. Based on the results obtained from the dataset, a relationship between age and BMI was observed. The younger age group recorded higher average BMI value compared to the older age groups. This suggests that age may have an influence on BMI within the dataset. Although the dataset was created for educational purpose, the regression analysis demonstrates how inferential statistics can be used to identify relationships between variables and support conclusions based on data. From the results, we can observe a clear difference between the younger and older age groups. One possible explanation is that teenagers experience physical growth and developmental change, which may affect their BMI values. Other factors such as dietary habits, lifestyle choice, and levels of physical activity may also contribute to the difference observed between the groups. In addition, this project demonstrates how statistical methods and programming techniques can work together to analyze health-related data efficiently. Although the dataset was created for educational purpose, it successfully illustrates how data analysis can be used to identify trends and patterns. In conclusion, this project successfully applied statistical analysis and programming techniques to investigate the relationship between age and BMI. The findings indicate that age has an observable influence on BMI as younger participants recorded higher average BMI values than older participants. This project also highlights the importance of combining mathematics, statistics, and programming to process and interpret data effectively. Overall, the objectives of the study were achieved, and the knowledge gained from this project provides a strong foundation for future data analysis and problem-solving activity.